Hello, I'm Roger Nogales and I will explain you the four more important conflicts during the Cold War. The first one is Berlin blockade, situated in 1948 and 1949. After the Second World War, the Soviet Union wanted that the bad effects of the war made angry and poorer the population of Berlin, so it would make easier to expand the communism through the West Europe. The American President Truman saw the objective of the Soviet Union and decided to give economic help to Berlin. The Soviet Union also saw that and decided to block all the outside communication of Berlin. It happened in 24 of June of 1948. Berlin might not survive too much time because of the combustions, the coal and other imported products because of the blockade. The rest of the world know the difficult situation of Berlin, so they decided to help them providing the necessary things through an airlift. That action saved a lot of citizens of Berlin. When the Soviets saw that the blockade was useless, they ended it in the 12th of May of 1949. The second important conflict is the Korean War, situated in 1950 and 1953. After the loss of Japan, North Korea was occupied by the Russians and the South Korea by the North Americans. North Korea were more industrialized than the South one, and it had a communist administration. By the other hand, in South Korea, there were a military dictatorship. In June of 1950, Stalin encouraged North Korea to invade South Korea. Quickly, some American troops were sent there in order to defend it. These troops stopped the invasion and started the offensive to the north, but the intervention of China did make it very difficult. All this conflict lasted for 3 years and ended with an armistice of Panmunjom in 1953 that divided Korea in how we know nowadays as North and South Korea. The third one is the Vietnam War in 1957-1975. It was very similar to Korean War. In 1954, Vietnam was divided in two states, the North one supported by the USSR and the South one supported by the United States. They started to fight with the arms provided of its supporters, but it were a guerrilla war and it never finished. United States saw that it was very difficult to win this kind of fights. That's why in January of 1968, the United States decided to negotiate it. 5 years later, the negotiation finishes with the Paris Agreement, and the United States stopped to provide arms and also stopped the fight. It was the first military defeat of the powerful United States Army. And the last one is the Cuban Missile Crisis. In April of 1961, the tension between Cuba and the United States increased. That makes that Cuba felt scary for the United States and asked for help to the USSR. Cuba wanted some nuclear missiles on his island, aiming the United States. The President Kennedy of the United States blockaded the Cuban navies in order to stop the arrival of the dangerous missiles given by the Soviet boats. After some days, Cuba backed the boats that transported the missiles and decided to take back the nuclear guns from the island. That's all. Hope you liked the video and please give a like. Have a nice day.